Welcome to the Backyard Empire Podcast, powered by Landscape and Hardscape Contractor Marketing, where we spotlight the stories, strategies, and standout voices shaping the green industry. Whether they're building outdoor living spaces or building the future of the industry, we've got the insights right here. Now, here's your host, Josh Blakeley.
Josh Blakeley here from Landscape and Hardscape Contractor Marketing. We are at the Lawn and Landscape Convention here in Las Vegas, and I'm joined by Joel Northrup from Deep Lawn. Joel, thanks for jumping on the interview here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and Deep Lawn.
Yeah, Josh, thanks for having me. So Deep Lawn is a product that me and my brother, when I owned the lawn care company for about 9 years. And the reason we built Deep Lawn was to solve some of the problems that my brother and I faced at our lawn care company. One of those was during the spring months. It's chaotic. Every lawn care company knows, except maybe in Florida, because they don't really have spring months. It's kind of the crazy year all year round.
Yeah.
For most of the U.S., most companies know in the spring it's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a couple months where you have to really nail down and make sure your processes work, because you only get those few months for those people that are looking for lawn care to find you and to sign them up and get them going. So we always had a hard time keeping up with all those leads and getting quotes. We would send a salesperson to a property. They would have a measuring wheel. They would measure and put together a quote on paper and get it home. And typically we could only get 8 to 15 of those a day per salesperson. Well, the reason we built Deep Lawn and we launched in 2021, and we were the first company to have AI that automatically measures all of the turf on the property.
Awesome.
And then we've since added our AI does more, like driveway data, sidewalk data, building footprint, building perimeter, building data. But what it does is with that measurement data, it can quickly put together a quote. So somebody in the office, right from their phone, their tablet, or their computer, can easily search an address. It'll generate that AI measurement and get a quote in the hands of the customer.
Okay.
And then we also have e-commerce tool that allows homeowners to be able to go on a company's website. They can search their address. It'll generate the measurement, and then they can see pricing
Right.
and sign up, which is reduces the friction. What was typically when I owned my company, a couple-hour process, or it would take multiple days to get a quote in the hands of the customer, now can happen in seconds and minutes.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference, and the world has changed since when I owned my company. Since COVID accelerated this trend of homeowners want instant gratification.
Yeah.
They expect one-day delivery by Amazon. They expect Uber Eats to deliver their food, Uber to pick them up and drive them somewhere.
Yeah.
So they're very spoiled, most consumers and homeowners today.
Yeah.
So the reason we built, Deep Lawn is to solve for that problem, make it easier for lawn care companies to sell.
Yeah.
And since 2021, that's been our focus.
Fantastic. Yeah. Great. And what would you say to a lawn landscape company that don't have a system like this yet? Like, what would your advice be? Where would they start? Where would they start with you guys?
Well, yeah, regardless of if you use us or what systems you have in place, it's very important that you make it super easy for homeowners to be able to sign up for services.
Yeah.
I see a lot of companies add too much friction. They make it very difficult. They make it so that a homeowner has to go on their website and fill out a form, if they even have a website, which, I mean, if you do not have a website in 2025, you need to get one for your business. That is your marketing, your billboard, that is your sales engine. And so really think about ways to make it easier for customers to sign up. If you don't, they're going to go with somebody that does.
Mm-hmm.
So make it easy. Whether you use Deep Lawn or whatever software you use, try to give a quote, give a price right over the phone. And make sure you answer the phone. That is something. I talked to a lot of lawn care companies, and even the other day I tried to call a plumber, and multiple plumbers did not answer. And I ended up going with the plumber that answered the phone first and actually gave the quote.
Yeah.
Came through. So, that's basics 101. Make sure you answer the phone. And then when you do answer the phone, try to give pricing to the customer. Obviously sell them on what services you offer, what makes you different, because there's a lot of lawn care companies out there. There's a lot of competition. What sets your company apart from the rest of them? And then, get that price in their hands as soon as possible. Make it super easy for them to sign up. Send them, with Deep Lawn, they can easily send a quote that the customer can review. They can remove stuff from cart, add stuff to cart, and accept, put their card on file, sign up.
Right.
So, yeah, the big thing is think of ways to make it easy for customers to use your services.
Very good. Okay, that's fantastic. And last question: what was the one piece? And because you guys owned your own company too,
Yeah.
What's the one piece of advice you would give to someone starting their business or in that early stage?
One piece of advice. Okay. Well, tell you what, I won't give you one. I'll give you three.
Okay.
Small ones.
So it's good.
So first one, the most important is personnel. You have to spend time. A lot of companies overlook or they do the bare minimum on hiring good people with good character. So find people with good character and spend the time to train them, get them on a team. You don't have to hire experienced people, but you have to be willing to put the time in to train them on your systems, and you have to filter for character. Only hire the best people. Second, really narrow down pricing. So a lot of companies do not know their numbers. So you need to know your numbers, and you need to really narrow down your pricing. A lot of people just price their services based on their competitors. But the thing is, you're giving your most important profit driver, which is price. You're outsourcing that to your competitors. And they have different pricing models. They have different
expenses. Everyone's different, right? Everyone's
different overhead. So they might be more efficient or less efficient. So do not outsource it to competitors. You need to own your pricing and understand your numbers. So narrow down pricing, and then I would say the third most important is route density. So particularly for residential, this is different for commercial. If you do a lot of commercial, you don't have to be quite as, your routes don't need to be as dense. But for residential companies that do residential, you need to be obsessed with what areas you service and getting as many clients as you can in those neighborhoods. So rather than just spraying and praying, like most people do with marketing and trying to expand, be really smart about where you expand. And just narrow it down to just a couple neighborhoods where you dominate. And I see it way too often. The mistake I made was I tried to expand to new cities, new markets, long before I had really good route density in the existing areas. So, targeting neighbors of customers, putting signs, door to door, direct mail. Those are ways, great branding on your truck. Targeted local marketing is huge for building route density rather than just Googling where you can only get on a zip code level to city or state.
From there,
on a neighborhood level to target. So building route density, being obsessed with having a really good route density, not just selling a whoever. So,
thank you so much for that, Joel. That was a real in-depth overview of things. Everyone, if you're listening, check out Deep Lawn. Pleasure talking to you.
Likewise. Thanks, Josh.
You've been listening to the Backyard Empire Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our landscape and hardscape contractor marketing YouTube channel to get the latest episodes and stay updated on the latest marketing trends in the industry. Get your free copy of the Backyard Empire book at backyardempirebook.com and list your business for free on our online directory for outdoor living contractors, outdoorspaceshq.com. Thanks for listening. Keep building your empire.